Okay, okay, okay. It's time, it's time, it's time. Oh, my computer did not like that, apparently. Okay. Not like switching to Discord during a transition, apparently. Okay. Do this real quick. You can all see it on Discord now, right?
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. We just finished Stein's Gate last week, and now we're going to be starting this spin-off, My Darling's Embrace. This is all new to all of us, so we have no idea what's going on, which is perfect. Everything is fine. Everything's going to be fine. I guess, without further ado, we'll hit start.
だがその偶然はあらかじめ決められていた世界の意志でもあった。俺はイカれてなどいない。至って正常だ。ここでは真実を語っているんであって、断じて中二病の妄想なんかじゃない。きっかけはほんの些細なことだとしても、それが未来の大きな流れを決定づけてしまうこともある。バタフライ効果という言葉を知っているか？知らないのなら調べるのだ。それぐらいの慎重さが求められているのだということを理解しろ。残念ながら俺は慎重じゃなかった。自分の愚かさを分かっていたらこんな事態になんてならなかった。今をこんな形にしてしまうこともなかった。だが分かるはずがないだろう。あの瞬間の自分の手に俺たち全員の運命を決定づけるような重大なターニングポイントのスイッチが握られているなんていうことは分かるはずがないんだ。考えても見るがいい。普段の人間の知覚は 99% が遮断されている。人は自分で思っている以上に愚鈍な生き物なんだよ。普段の生活の中に埋もれている何気ないことなど気にも留めないし、知覚したとしてもすぐに忘れるか脳が処理をしないかのどちらかなんだ。あの時の俺に言ってやりたい。迂闊なことをするなと、軽率なことをするなと、見て見ぬふりをするなと、もっと注意を払えと。運命という名の女神は思った以上にずっと性悪で、いつでも戯れの糸をお前の周囲に張り巡らせているのだと。
Damn. Okay. Our time slowly ticks away from the moment of our birth to the moment of our death. Oh, I need to not have it that slow. Hold on. Config.
Gotta go fast.
I think it's sync voice. I want that off. Text speed. Perfect. It is finite. Yet time itself does not flow from the past to the future. It simply exists supernaturally in the now. It is infinite. The wise men of old understood that the greatest wisdom was oft spoke by those who didn't understand their own genius. He who knows that he is wise may drown in his own wisdom, but he who does not will stay away from the water because he can't swim. Taking the known as known, and the unknown as unknown, this is true understanding. Accepting the unknown as the unknown is the first step towards God. Thanks, God.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God. But in this case, by unknown... question mark, question mark, question mark. Someone take a line, I don't know who it is. Let's pretend it's, Kurisu, how about that?
Okay. Hey, Mayuri, can I use these paper cups?
That'd be Mayuri, I would assume.
Sure. I guess so.
Is that me?
I guess so.
I guess. Here, I got you the snacks you were talking about. This is what you wanted, right?
That'd be Mayuri,
My mom told me to bring this.
Actually, I think that'd be Mayuri.
I think this is my Yuri. Oh, fried chicken. It looks so good.
Remember when I said the names be shown? Yeah, this is not off to a good start. I know it's going to eventually, but... Oh, that's Ferris.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Hey, can I ask you something, yeah?
I guess that's Mayuri. We're just playing the guessing game at the start of this game, okay? It's guessing game.
This
Just see what goes between me and Moo. Huh?
Could you put this bottle in the refrigerator, Nya? How many times has Daru secretly been messaging? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
By unknown, I refer to things I don't understand rather than those I'm unaware of.
Hey, what are you muttering about?
Though I hold my cell phone by my right ear, nobody is on the other line. No noise emits from the speaker. It's completely silent. A stark contrast to the hustle and bustle filling the room. A single drop of sweat rolls down my chin and falls onto the floor.
Okay, come on, tell me.
A girl stands before me. She's talking to me with her head tilted. Her face exhibits the sort of pure innocence you would expect of a junior high student. The sort that would feel no anxiety even if she were about to enter enemy territory.
What do you mean by things you don't understand?
Is that so? I thought as much. This is more of the organization's handiwork. Oh, we got all these tips again. Where's the tip button? Tip list. Oh, okay. We know who the organization is. What's done is done. This too may be the will of Stein's Gate. L. Psi. Hongru. I lowered my cell phone and looked around the room to get a better grasp of the situation. But the question only multiplied.
That about Mayushi? About me?
Not to worry. You're Ashina Mayuri. The hostage of infamous mad scientist and founder of Future Gadget Laboratory, Hyoyin Kyoma. I remember you clearly.
Oh, I was worried you'd forgotten me.
Right. This high schooler who looks like a middle schooler is Shina Mayuri. She's a member of this laboratory, LabMem-002 to be precise, and my childhood friend. I can never forget her. And what I'm talking about has nothing to do with forgetfulness. I just don't understand any of this.
Oh, what's wrong, Mayushi? Is something wrong?
Damn, this man's fucking buff.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyron's acting a bit weird. I was just making sure he's okay.
Okarin's acting weird?
Oh yeah, this is Dars. This is Amumu's first time to the actual art style of Steins Gate. This is how it normally looks since we played the Elite
Oh.
version. I don't know who that is. What's
Daru
Marcus?
again.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Really? He's calling her Mayuri? Well,
Maybe it's someone else.
because
Wait, what?
Daru usually refers to her as Mayushi as well.
That's true. But I'm assuming the weird person is Kyron.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, it's just one line,
Let's
so...
let's pretend it's Maki
Let's-
today.
okay.
Oh, yeah, that probably makes sense.
That
too.
probably makes the most sense because there's no Nya.
Yeah, I feel like that's the next person to be introduced here.
That's hardly worth being worried about, Mayuri. Isn't he always weird?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
okay, there we go. This is the whole fucking game.
Yeah,
Who is it?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with Makishi. An Okarin who isn't weird isn't Okarin at all.
this man who makes all those around him uncomfortable, who has been occupying my focus for some time now, is Hashida Itaru, also known as Daru. Not only is he an extraordinary super hacker, he's also the right arm of Hyoyin Kyoma. And
Anyway, Okabe, since you're the one who started all this, you should help us out instead of staring off into space.
hey, Christina, how many times do I need to tell you? Listen well. I'm not Okabe Rintaro. I'm the mad scientist, Yoyin Kyoma! As I've told you time and time again.
And I've told you just as many times not to call me Christina!
I think it's Christina, question mark. Oh? Then what should I call you? The Zombie? Celeb 7? Or should I simply call you my assistant?
How about my name?
Christina it is then.
I told you. My name is Makise Kurisu.
Always get so caught up in the details, Christina. She only responded with a glare. It's so easy to make her mad. But since there's no telling how she might exact her revenge, I should stop before things get out of hand. Nothing is as scary as a woman with vengeance on her mind. So?
Huh?
Don't huh me. What could the genius neuroscientist Miss Makise Kirisu, who graduated from an American college at the age of 17 and has been featured in international science journals, want my help with? Hi, Ursats. Thank you. Nezumi?
Oh, it's muted.
Yeah,
Full
thanks.
exposition, Otsu.
Otsu. Otsu.
Otsu.
Otsukaru-sama, which means good work or way to go on Japanese net slang. Ooh.
How could you make that list of accomplishments sound like insults?
I merely spoke the truth. That's right, everything I said was true. In spite of her age, this girl is a world-renowned neuroscientist. This summer, she came to me begging for a chance to be my disciple, so I took her in as Lab Mem 004. Yet, this is what I get. While this sort of behavior may fly in other countries, she needs to know that Japan doesn't take these things so lightly. Fortunately for her, Hoyin Kyoma is not bothered by such petty things. I will allow this indignity to slide without comment. Allow me to make it perfectly clear that my silence is not due to the terror this woman instills in me. I will ask you just once more. What is going on?
Seriously?
I look around the room.
Huh? Do you have a microwave in here, yeah? Oh, I'm pretty sure they do.
We did. Pairing broke it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Where should I put this?
Politer and technology covers every free surface in this tiny room, as if to drive home the point that we're in a laboratory. Yet somehow people were bustling about this, in this cramped space. We're bustling about in this cramped space. What does this mean?
Like I said, you started all this.
Like I said, what on earth do you mean?
Like I said, you're the one who said we should throw a party to celebrate the launch of our new gadget.
Like I've said over and over, what? A new gadget? Did you just say we made a new gadget?
Bingo. Future gadget numbers 9 through 11. Following the invention of the phone wave, name subject to change.
You mean we've got 3 of them?
Yeah. You're the one who told us to make as many as possible, Ocarine.
Oh, I see. So that's what happened. Daru and Kirisu's explanations have brought the truth to light. In summation, I asked them to make new gadgets, and now we're celebrating our successes. Hi, Baron. Thank you. The only problem is, I don't recall any of it. Could I have given them this order subconsciously? Or could this too be the organization's doing? No, that's not it. In that case... Daru, can I ask you something?
But I refuse.
Oh. A clear refusal. To the untrained eye, that is, Daru's constant use of net slaying is like a conditioned reflex, when even it obscures his true response. So I ignore him and ask him anyway. I understand now that we're having a party. But why are these people in our lab? I pointed at the people moving about the room. If it's a laboratory party, only lab members should be invited. But including myself, there are 8 people here. As far as I can remember, our laboratory only had 6 members. Or at least, as of 5 minutes ago. Following that logic, we have 2 non-lab mem interlopers in this room with us.
What do you mean, why? They're lab mems, SMH.
Lab mems? You mean all of them?
That's what I said. Something wrong with that?
Not at all. Now I get it. The creation of new gadgets. A party. New lab mems. None of which I remember. This could only mean...
Hey, Makishi. Mayushi's right. Ocarine is acting a bit weirder than usual today.
You cosplayed as Okabe and ran into other Okabe and Christina last weekend. Oh, nice! Nice!
Yeah, you're right.
With this much of evidence, there's no room for doubt. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. Wahahaha! It seems the experiment was successful!
Experiment?
Experiment? Hey, don't tell me you...
You have a keen mind, Christina. I looked around the room and raised my voice so that everyone could hear me. That's right! I was conducting a D-mail experiment. And this time, I'm confident in my findings. I, Hyoyin Kyoma, hereby declare, D-mail has the power to change the past. Ayo? Damn, it's an anime now.
That means you can be a true harem leader.
Shirtless Daru?
Oh,
But I wonder which version of Lucaco we have.
Yeah, I don't know. Yo?
Apparently we all run a cafe.
I'm gonna get a suit?
Right?
I see.
Are they holding hands? That could have been... Interesting. It all started with the invention of Future Gadget number 8, aka the phone wave named subject to change. The Future Gadget Laboratory was founded by the mad scientist Hyoyin Kyoma, with the stated intention of making future gadgets. The reason I say stated is because gadget invention is merely a stepping stone on the path to our real goal. That goal is to destroy the hierarchy of our society and bring chaos to this world. Inventing gadgets is simply a means to an end. But in the process, we stumbled upon an unbelievable invention. The phone wave named subject to change. At first, it was merely a microwave connected to a cell phone, so that it could be controlled from afar. But a few days ago, we discovered an unintended side effect. That side effect is the surprising ability to send emails to the past. But do not think these are merely any mere emails. Sending a message to the past allows you to interfere with events that might have come to pass. For example, you could send your past self jackpot winning lottery numbers. Should the past you receive that number and purchase a winning ticket, well... how about that? You see now how earth-shaking this discovery is? Now, right? What's that? You say this is all in my head? This is why it's difficult to converse with the willfully normal. Though I suppose it's natural to have doubts. Even I doubted at first. However, it all happened as I said, and that's the truth. Nothing is more absolute than truth. With that in mind, we've been conducting experiments over the last few days. And today we finally have our answer. As we thought, D-Mail has the power to change the past. Though we'd experimented countless times, we never found any conclusive evidence. But this time's different. The situation I'm in right now is entirely due to the D-Mail I sent my past self. The world has been changed. We've just achieved a revolutionary breakthrough. How's that? So shocked you can't respond? Our invention will reshape the history of mankind. I'm sure that my bold declaration has rendered everyone speechless.
Do we need anything else?
Speech.
Do we have chopsticks, Nya?
Right here. Hey, think we could have bananas for dessert?
These accursed barbarians! How pitiful that their feeble brains are unable to comprehend the announcement of the invention of the century.
Hey!
Yes? Just as I thought, my story has her hooked. Of course she is. She did just give a lecture about time machines at RowdyCon a week ago. There's no way she isn't interested.
Is what you just said true?
You'll have to be more specific.
About your experiments, and that you changed the past?
Of course.
Do you have any evidence?
What I experienced.
And what, pray tell, did you experience?
You want me to tell you?
I am asking.
then ask me politely. Something along the lines of, "Please, Mr. Hylian Kyoma," might just convince me to reveal my secrets.
Hey, Mayuri, do you think we should start putting the plates out?
Please listen to me.
That's what you should have started with.
You're weak, Kokiri.
What humiliation. But I must be patient. Only then will I be able to reveal to them how truly great I am. And when I do, even my assistant will be in awe by my genius. I told my assistant and Dar what I've been up to for the last couple of days. In exchange, the two of them agreed to tell me more about our current situation. Doing so allowed me a slightly firmer grasp on the world as it currently stood.
I see. It seems there are a number of similarities between the past before and after you interfered, as it stands now.
Right. And reality has been changed accordingly. Once we discovered D-Mail, we conducted an experiment, aka Operation Earth, to study how D-Mails work. Though all things considered, things haven't really changed that much. The primary difference is that I suspended the experiment to focus on creating new gadgets. And of course, that now we have 8 lab members here instead of 6. Those are the only differences.
But it's strange.
What's strange?
Think about it. That power is of yours. What was it called again? Something...
For a genius girl, you don't have much of a memory, Christina. I shall tell you again, so listen closely. I have the power to bear witness to fluctuations in the world. This power is known as Reading Steiner.
Please, tell me what we can do about... Please tell me we can do something about that name.
Nope.
Why?
Because it is the choice of Stein's Gate.
That makes no sense.
This is why you'll never ascend beyond the level of assistant. Changing a single event with a D-Mail has a ripple effect that changes events that occur afterwards. As evidenced by Kiryu's behavior up to this point, memories from the world before the change are erased. Because to the majority of the world, those memories are events that never happened. One cannot have memories of something that never happened. That would be the natural conclusion to draw. Of course, I exist in the new, altered now, too, but it seems I alone have the ability to remember events from before the world was changed. That is my special ability, Reading Steiner, a gift from God that I alone possess. The downside is that I don't know exactly how the D-Mail has changed the world when I enter a new reality.
Well, whatever. So what did you send?
What?
You must have sent a D-Mail to the past, right? I'm asking you what kind of message you sent a few days back in time.
I don't know.
Huh?
Kiryu choked out a horrified gasp.
Hey, what do you mean you don't know?
For you, my faithful assistant, I shall explain. Listen well, Christina. In order to verify a hypothesis, one must run a multitude of tests, so many that it could make your head spin.
So, in short, you sent so many D-Mails that you're not even sure what you sent.
Not at all. The truth is that during the experiments, my right arm took on a life of its own and... not again!
Shut up! If you're going to call yourself a mad scientist, at least keep track of your experiments, you weird tuning boyu.
Such arrogance from a mere assistant. Letting my anger show would be immature. I immediately take out my phone and put it up to my ear. Not to worry. Everything's fine. This is merely another test placed before me. This is not a problem. It is nothing. That's right. Everything is the choice of Stein's Gate. L. Psi. Congru. I put the phone away only to find my Yuri standing right beside me.
Hey, Okairon.
Come on, my Yuri, how many times do I have to tell you that my name is Hylian Kilma?
Okairon, it's Okairon.
Some battles cannot be won. I've been telling her for 5 years now, but she still doesn't get it. I can't say I like being called Okarin, but I guess I'll let her get away with it for now. So, what do you need, my Yuri?
Huh?
I have no time for huzzs. You got something you want to talk to me about, right?
Oh, right. Now I remember. I came to tell you that it's ready.
Ready?
The party. I mean, everything's prepared.
Oh. As I looked around, I saw everyone who was once busy setting things up staring at me. Now that I think about it, everyone gathered together today for some reason. I may not remember what, but I have no choice but to rise to the occasion. In a single grand motion that left my lab coat fluttering, I made my declaration. Alright! Let our 89th Roundtable Conference commence! And in a few minutes, the world was in chaos. Or at least the laboratory.
Hey, you're the genius Makasai Kirisu, right?
Well, I don't know about the genius part.
Why would someone like you join this lab?
I ask myself that every day.
Fried chicken your mom made is so good, Luka-kun.
She'll be happy to hear you liked it.
Hey, Moika-san, try some. Oh. It's super good, right? Yeah.
First hand. Can I ask you a favor?
Nya?
I'd like to request your special move. Mixy Mix Gaze, please.
I'm not a maid at May Queen today, so I reject your request, yeah?
I'll do anything.
Nope.
What is wrong with all of you? This sort of chaos is an affront to our storied roundtable conference. This should be an important meeting that determines the direction of our lab. How could they take it so lightly?
What's wrong, Okarin?
What is?
This isn't a roundtable conference, it's a banquet.
It's roundtable, not roundable. But even if I correct her, my Yuri won't remember. I'll just pretend she said it right.
That's why we're not going to talk about complicated things today.
That was the plan. In fact, you're the one who came up with the party idea in the first place, Okarin.
Why on earth would I say something like that? Even if I did say it, it's a mystery as to why. Nonetheless, we should quiet down before Mr. Braun comes in here to yell at us. That seems like a good enough excuse. The Future Gadget Laboratory is located just outside of Akihabara, on the second floor of an old two-story building. Mr. Braun is the grumpy old owner of the Braun Tube Workshop on the first floor. He's dedicated his life to CRT TVs, though it's hard to imagine much demand for his services in this day and age. Still, in spite of Mr. Braun's grumpiness, he incites no fear in a man of as many hidden talents as myself. But I'd really rather not incite his anger without good reason. Especially because Mr. Braun is also the owner of the Oyama building. This building. Fortunately, my overflowing charisma convinced him to rent us an entire floor's worth of space for next to nothing. Mr. Braun truly has an eye for greatness, though that's not to say he can't be fickle. Long story short, I'd rather not cause a ruckus that makes him angry and causes him to storm in here raising our rent. As I may or may not have received several threats of this nature before. Yeah, making noise is not a good idea.
This isn't here right now, so we should be fine.
What? Is that true?
Yep, he said he was leaving the shop to me and left right after.
The girl with braided hair said this as she picked up a snack and popped it into her mouth. This girl with braided hair, Amane Suzaha, is a part-time warrior hired by the Braun Tube Workshop. If she says he's gone, then maybe there's nothing to worry about. Hi, Retro. It's going good. How are you? By the way, part-time warrior, what are you doing here?
What am I doing? It's a party, right? I'm also a, what was it? Rubber man?
You mean a lab mem?
Yeah, right. I'm also a lab man.
Oh, right. I just remembered.
You just remembered? You're the one who told me to join. You said, from today forth, you are lab member 008.
Right. That did happen. Thought you were done with these games. This is a side story. This is a different game, but it's in the Steins Gate universe.
He romances us instead of kills us.
Yes. I see. So she's our 8th member. Well, I don't remember why I let her in, but this is yet another choice made by Steins Gate. I may hardly know this girl, but I have to believe that I will. At times, benevolence is necessary in the pursuit of bringing chaos upon the world. So, I want you to answer my question. What are you doing here?
Like I said, I'm attending this meeting as a lab man.
It's not what I meant. Your boss left his shop in your care, correct?
Correct.
Then, isn't it a problem that you're hanging out here?
Not at all. The store's closed for today.
I'm sorry, Soma, but how are you doing? Hello, hello. What?
If he left the store to me, I can close early if I want to, right?
Impossible. I began shaking from the sheer shock of what I was hearing. So this is what the generation younger than us is like. Mr. Braun, I'm afraid that I misjudged your so-called eye for greatness.
So, everything's taken care of. So we're going to party and have fun. Okay, Ocarine?
Well, if that's the case, I won't object. In reality, I had a number of objections, but I guess it is sometimes important not to provide your subordinates with breaks.
Okay, now that that's all cleared up, let's start fresh with the toast, yeah? Everyone ready your cups, yeah?
Wait. I should be the one to...
Cheers!
Don't make me count you down, Lab Bims.
Sure.
3,
Oh god.
2, 1, go!
Cheers.
The one who founded the lab should be the one to make the toast.
Yeah? Is something wrong, Kyoma?
Nothing in particular. I can show kindness for a day. Or everyone kindness for a day. Hyoyin Kyoma is not a man to be bothered over such insignificant matters. And this Ferris girl.
You're acting a little weird, yeah?
Not at all. I'm being my usual self.
Don't tell me it's...
What?
It's no need to hide it, yeah? Your wound from the Grand Crusade!
A wound? What are you talking about? Such a minor wound wouldn't...
That's a lie, yeah? You can't fool me. Let me take a look, yeah?
Leave me be!
Kyoma!
Don't touch me.
You really did it. You used the Sealed Arcana to help me and everyone else.
What is she even talking about? First of all, I've never heard of this Grand Crusade. Ferris is the most popular girl at the Maid Cafe, Maid Queen plus Nyan, where Mayuri also works. Daru is a big fan of hers, but I'm not great at following all the imaginary things she makes up. She always steals my stories, adds her own settings onto them, and makes them even more impenetrable. I call this technique dubbing 10. It's truly terrifying. If I were to go along with her stories, people around me would begin assuming that I'm delusional. It allowed me to make one thing clear. Things I say are not the ramblings of delusion. I speak the truth. I will not abide being lumped in with her. In fact, I should probably change the subject before she gets too carried away. Now that I think about it, Ferris, you're a lab member too.
That's right, yeah? After struggling to collect the 7 keys of the Guardian and signing the ancient pact that stares at the darkness, I was accepted as lab member 007, yeah?
It's like I just hear a buzzing sound. Get some sleep, you're drunk. I have not drank anything today, but thank you. How you doing, Wolf? Anyway, tell me, why did you join the laboratory in the first place?
Because, yeah?
Because...
I joined this lab to enact my vengeance upon the accursed Gold Dusk who kidnapped my little sister and...
Yes, I understand completely.
Wait, Kyoma! I haven't finished my story yet, yeah?
I can waste no more time on Ferris. As I turned my back to her, my eyes met those of the person who stood right in front of me.
Oh, Okabe-san.
Ah, Lukaku. Urushibara Luka. My disciple in the same grade as Mayuri, and lab member 006. Probably. At a glance, Luka seems like the ideal Japanese woman. Beautiful and elegant. However, he's a guy. While preparing for the party, Luka was working more quickly and efficiently than anyone else. But he's a guy. No, wait. I took a close look at Lukaku's face.
Okabe-san.
I am not Okabe.
I'm sorry. Kyoma-san.
Doesn't look any different. few hours before I changed the past using a D-mail, Lukaku made a surprising confession that it was his dream to be a girl. While it seemed an impossible feat, even with a time machine, we sent a message to his mother's pager.
Is something wrong? Do I have something on my face?
Okay, how does this work? How does the phone thing work in this game? Hold on. Do you want to read the text, Anne?
Sorry, I was muted.
You're fine.
Are you sure it was okay for me to be there?
I don't know how to reply. Do I reply to that? Is there like a tip menu or something I can read? Because I know in the main game you can reply to these. I don't know if that actually is a thing in here.
I think it is in this. I think that's how you get to different routes.
No, Wolf, I don't have work. I'm off. Mail lists? Common route. Oh. Phone trigger. Aww. We don't want to do title menu.
Maybe you can't reply to all of them
Maybe.
just like the main game?
Yeah, probably. Lukaku, can I ask you something?
Yes, what is it?
Do you remember sending a message to your mother's pager?
Sending messages to my mom? No.
So, you didn't send her anything?
No, she doesn't have a pager anyway.
I see. So there we are. I thought you might have perhaps, but perhaps I was overthinking things. Nothing seems to have changed about Lukaku. I'm relieved, but also kind of sad. Jesus Christ, people are texting me like crazy in this game. Oh my god.
I'm also a lab mem after all. Sorry, I'm just not used to these kinds of situations, so I get nervous.
I'm relieved, but also kind of sad.
I'm sorry, Kiyama-san.
Why are you sorry?
Because you seem disappointed.
He's just as emotionally intrusive as ever. But he's a guy.
Come on, Ocarine, don't bully Lukaku.
Check the
Hey,
mail real quick.
Mayuri-chan, he's not bullying me.
Oh my god, why is Moika just texting me through this whole fucking thing?
So what kind of gadget is it anyway? I haven't actually heard anything about it. Fill me in.
Right, Mayuri. Besides, Luca's my disciple. We have an agreement in place for things like this.
For things like this?
Oh, huh. You're certainly into some interesting stuff, Ocarine. I'll have to watch my back from now on.
You're the brave wolf.
Okabe, you...
You idiots! It's not what I meant!
Oh, that's a shame.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? No, did I say something weird?
Yeah, what did you say, Luka-kun?
Nothing, it was nothing.
Really?
Really?
Well, I'll just pretend I didn't hear anything. And actually... Hey, Shining Finger. If you got something on your mind, just say it. Stop messaging me when I'm right in front of you.
I'm sorry. I'm not good at talking to people.
Shining Finger, so named for her unbelievably fast messaging skills, a title I bestowed upon her. Her real name is Kiryu Moeka, or something. She works in an editing company in Akihabara called Arc Rewrite. I made her LabMem 005 to swear her secrecy when she found out about an email I sent a few days ago. But now that the past has changed, I can't be sure about how she became a LabMem. I'm sure that will reveal itself later, unless it doesn't. It's not a major concern right now.
Oh. Akabe-kun.
I'm telling you, I'm Hyoyin Kyoma, and you shall refer to me as such. I swear it's so hard to find good help.
Akabe-kun, about what we were discussing earlier.
Alright, Volv, take care, have a good night. Is this it? Do they all think so lightly of me? Then I have no choice but to show them the true terror of... Huh? Oops. What?
I'm really interested in the new gadget. Can you please tell me about it?
My vengeful enthusiasm wanes. I don't think that sort of approach would work on her anyway. You want to know about the new gadgets?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you really revealing the new gadgets, yeah?
Oh, so you're curious too, Ferris?
I did go through a lot in order to be here, yeah?
You went through a lot?
What's wrong? Are you okay, Ferris? What did you have to go through?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it, yeah?
Really? Well, if you ever need a helping hand, you can always call on me.
Thanks, but it's nothing really. Don't worry about it, yeah?
How strange. In an eroge, a line like that would usually trigger a Daru-kun, you're so sweet flag or something.
Daru now might not be the best for eroge logic. We can all hear you.
Yeah, anyway, get to the gadget. I wanted to hear about them too. The ones you made, Kyoma-san.
Everyone in the lab is looking at me. Huh. Mwah! I see that you all now finally understand the significance of being lab mems. Listen closely. The new gadgets, there.
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 Daru, explain.
Why aren't you doing it yourself?
I told you. My memory has been altered by D-mail experiments.
Ah, gotcha.
I wish I could explain, but I have no damn clue what kinds of gadgets I made.
Only you would go through all that showboating only to admit you didn't remember, Ocarine.
Huh? Okabe-san, did you lose your memory?
That can't be right, Luka-kun. He's got, what was it? The eating?
The reading Steiner.
Right, the strainer. It's such a mouthful.
Oh no.
Maishi, could you say it's such a mouthful one more time?
It's such a mouthful?
No.
Say it a little more like you want it.
Stop it, you pervert.
Oh, his blood coming with no just realized. No.
It's such a mouthful?
You stop that too!
That's wrong, yeah? You have to say it like you're kind of shy.
You're just as bad as he is.
Hey, what are they even talking about? Don't know.
This isn't good. This is the lab crew I assembled, but there's so little synergy I can't get a word in edgewise. If you please, Daru, explain the new gadgets to them. Hopefully loudness is enough to get us back on track.
Alright, my bad.
Why is my bad a tip? Often used as part of the phrase, "oh, my bad, lol." Okay. Provoke or annoy someone.
Alright, so,
He got a couple of cardboard boxes from the curtained off development room and put them on the table. The dubious, creative objects sat before us. They're so crappy. Charming. I don't know where to start describing them, so I'll describe them in the order Daru did. Feature gadget number 9, Homing Diva. Number 10, Surprise Specs. Number 11, One Scoot Prevails. These are... I desperately searched for the words once Daru finished. A frown plastered over my face.
What's wrong, Ocarine? Are you sick?
No. But what on earth are with these weird gadgets?
Weird.
Right? Every one of them looks totally useless.
well, you were the one who told us to make them.
How amazing these are. Yoi and Kyoma masterworks all. Even I tremble in fear of my own genius.
Did you just own yourself, Otsu?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, I mean,
I've noticed it before, but this girl sometimes speaks in Nat Channel slang. She may act all business, but I suspect she may be secretly a Nat Chandler.
Hey, Akabe or Antara, can I touch this?
The part-time warrior is pointing at one of the new gadgets. Of course, you're all lab mems, so go right ahead.
Yay! Hey guys, he said we could play with these.
As soon as the words left Suzuha's lips, everyone took the gadgets in their hands and started examining them from every angle. Now that I think of it, I think this is the first time I've ever seen them so interested in our gadgets. It was only me and Daru until a week ago. But now I kind of regret that it wasn't me who built these gadgets. Well, technically it was.
Look, Kun, if you had this umbrella, you wouldn't have to worry about losing it somewhere.
Well, the umbrella itself is kind of cheap plastic. Wouldn't it be cheaper to just buy replacements instead of buying this?
Do you mind if I open it in here?
Oh no.
It's so big! It might not fit!
Yeah, I knew it.
I fucking knew it.
It might not fit. That's not really my cup of tea, but hearing you say it is getting me all hot and bothered.
didn't I tell you to quit it with the perverted jokes?
Anyhow.
I feel like these glasses don't change my vision at all.
Really? Give them to Meow!
Whoa, fairest hand and glasses. Be still, my heart.
What doesn't set Daru off? Well, it's a party, so I might as well let them have his fun.
Hey, what are you doing, Kiryu-san?
Huh?
I was just going to move this.
Shining Figure stood before the panicking Kirisu, holding the skateboard. But from what Daru explained, that skateboard is... Christina, stop her right now! That can't go off in here no matter what.
Kiryu-san, stop. If you move a muscle, the cola will...
Huh?
We were too late.
Ah!
What the? What's going on, yeah?
Soda sprayed everywhere as the skateboard smashed into the wall repeatedly. The laboratory had become a sticky, carbonated hell. Damn you, Finger! How dare you!
I'm sorry. I'll clean it up.
That's right, you will.
This is really cold.
Wow, I didn't know sodas could explode like that. Why aren't you surprised? Ah, I'm soaking wet.
Anyhow... Oh my fucking god. No! No! I thought they were gonna skip over it.
Oh, Mishi, say I'm soaking wet again, please.
Daru, you might want to learn how to self-censor.
Oh no, it's so late.
Ferris stood up in the middle of the festivities.
I better get back to the cafe, yeah?
What? You leaving?
Daru couldn't hide his disappointment. But it really wasn't all that late.
I got something to take care of after I get back to the cafe, yeah?
Seems like you have something on your mind, Ferris-chan.
Only Mayuri calls her Ferris instead of Ferris. It's a subtle nickname, but an affectionate one. Oh my god.
I'm done cleaning. Everything should be spotless.
As I mentioned before, Mayuri works with Ferris at Mayushi Nyanya. Oh, as Mayushi Nyanya at May Queen Bosnia. For someone who can be a little soft between the ears, I'm impressed that Mayuri is doing so well at work.
I can't stay here for much longer either. Mayushi, you said you've got tons of homework, yeah?
I can tomorrow, right, Luka-kun?
Oh, sorry, I did mine already.
Student Luka-kun?
Mayuri, you really should be focusing on your studies. That's what students are supposed to do, after all.
Is this today's Look Who's Talking segment?
I don't need the pedestrian education taught in schools. For I am Hyoyin Kyoma.
Because that's a reason.
This girl before me probably has no need for the typical education system either. Oh my god.
I keep forgetting that you're a student of Kaveh-kun. Maybe it's just the way you talk, but I always end up thinking you're older than me.
Okay, everyone. See you later.
We saw Ferris off as she walked out the door. Then Kurisu stood up.
Right, I should get going too.
Are you going home?
No, I just have 2 more gadgets I need to complete.
What? You're making more?
Like I said, you're the one who told me to make more.
Like I said 1,000,000 times, I can't remember.
That doesn't change the fact that you asked. Stop whining.
Damn, she's got a point.
We have to get out of bankruptcy somehow, and complaining won't help.
Bankruptcy? I was going to ask her what she meant, but she disappeared behind the curtain into the development room. Bankruptcy. I'm sure that's what she said. Hey, Daru, what did she mean by that?
You meant just what you said.
Daru explained that our recent gadget obsession was brought about by our bankruptcy. Future Gadget Laboratory was never exactly flush with cash, but something really serious must have happened. I can't speak today, Jesus. How the hell? I wanted to know the reason for our bankruptcy, but...
Karine.
Dara and Mayuri didn't waste a word. Their faces told me everything I needed to know. It was my fault. So, what are these other gadgets that we're working on?
There. I'm not telling.
Come on!
If you don't know, maybe you should wait until they're complete. It'll be more fun that way. Oh, or you can try to figure them out yourself. I mean, you're the one who came up with them, SMH.
They know I can't remember anything. And their teasing makes my curiosity even worse. Okay, Daru. If there are 2 gadgets in development, why not tell me about just one of them?
I hate to say it, but I don't know a thing about either.
Really?
Really. Makishi came up with them, not you, Okarin.
Christina?
So I'm going to leave you to think about them both.
Christina's ideas, huh? Could it have been something to do with her neuroscience? That is her specialty, after all. If that's the case, then it must be. Nope, no idea. Well, if I don't know what I told my crew to make, there's no way I'd be able to figure out what my assistant is making.
Whoa, what? Did you figure it out somehow?
Mwahahaha! Now things are getting interesting. Right now, don't care what these 2 gadgets are. I'm not even going to ask why we're in dire financial strats. We've got 5 new gadgets on hand. I'm sure they'll be able to help us get money we need soon enough. You guys, the future of these future gadgets is bright.
Did he give up without even guessing?
He sure did.
Don't worry about the details. Now's the time for fun. Let's get this party started.
No, but the party's almost over.
Hi, Haku. How are you? Smeh.
Are you okay, Okarin?
Hey, Lukaku. Finger. This calls for a toast.
Oh.
Okabe-san.
Mwahahaha!
Shut up, Okabe.
Hey, can you hear me? We've got a problem. So I got mail. Actually, no, that's not quite right. Problem doesn't even begin to cover it. Listen carefully. Our lab has been taken over. Like I said, it's bad. What? No, the enemy is too capable. There's no way to retake our lab without casualties. If you truly insist, there's no other way around it. I'll do it. Right. We're breaking in. If we survive, the first round's on me. L, Psi, Congru. Kako!
The banquet was so much fun. I've never partied with so many people before. I hope you invite me next time, too. Oh, my mom was really happy that everyone liked her fried chicken.
Unfortunately, I never got the chance to try any. It was all gone by the time I went to grab some. put away my cell phone and stepped in enemy territory. Also, Haku says hi. Amumu.
Hi, Haku.
Christina! How long are you gonna make me wait before we send another D-mail?
Shut up!
What?
I already told you, didn't I? I'm busy working on the new gadgets. Until they're complete, you are not to send any D-mail, so shut up and don't interrupt me again. Got it?
She didn't have to be quite so vicious about it. Besides, this is my lab in the first place.
Yelling at you and tossing you out of your own lab like that? Makise, the goat.
I looked up at the voice and saw Daru looking at me with a grin on his face. I wasn't tossed out. It was a strategic withdrawal. By the way, Daru, when did you get here?
Just now. Give me the TLDR version.
It appears he arrived as I was speaking behind enemy lines. And as for Christina, well, I kind of understand how she's feeling. As a researcher, being interrupted in the middle of your work is a real pain. Guess I'm out of luck. Experimenting on D-mail is clearly a pressing matter, but it's not worth— oh fuck, I didn't mean to click that. Not worth risking my life over. Hi, Bob. No, you didn't miss too much. How you doing? Did you look to see if it was taken or not? Just assumed.
So, what's the plan now?
If I can't perform any experiments, there's no reason to stay around here. What are you going to do, Daru? Are you going to May Queen again?
I wish I were, but I was actually just there.
Now I see. After hanging at May Queen, you decided to swing by the lab to play an eroge or something.
Wrong. Not an eroge, but a MMO. They just dropped a bunch of new quests today. I hear the ones have you fighting this really strong dragon or something like that.
Daru continued to wax poetic about this dragon, but I didn't pay much attention. Whether he plays an eroge or an MMORPG makes no difference to me.
By the way, Ocarine, did you hear about what's going on in Akiba?
No, not really. What is it?
So there's this band that's really popular lately, Phantasm. You probably never heard of them.
Underestimate me at your own peril. Of course I've heard of them.
Really? Color me surprised.
Phantasm. Apparently they're a pretty big deal. They made a splash last year in the indie music scene, and they made their official debut this year. Shortly thereafter, they provided the theme to the anime Rainet Kakeru? Ferris mentioned something like that a few days ago. Anyway, what does Phantasm have everyone so riled up about?
They signal jacked Akiba's airwaves.
Signal jacks. Someone hijacks a TV station. Okay. Got it. Signal jack the airwaves?
That's right, I guess it was some sort of promotional thing. They had every screen in Akiba, from PC monitors to the UPX billboard display, streaming their music video. It had people going nuts.
Airwave hijacking.
Still, if it helped Phantasm get crazy popular. Not that anyone knew who they were a year ago. If you ask me, they've already jumped the shark. I've been over them for like 2 years already.
Despite how annoying Daru's rambling was, most of his words didn't make their way to my brain. Because something else was occupying my thoughts.
Are you even listening to me, Ocarine?
Daru, that's it!
Huh?
I looked Daru dead in the eyes. Straight into his slightly dilated pupils.
What is it?
I'm talking about hijacking the airwaves. If they can do it, we can do it too, right? He's giving me the look that says, what the hell is this guy on about? Still, I keep talking. Think about it. What is that we're trying to do?
Make weird gadgets and play with them?
No. We're trying to destroy the system that controls the world and plunge society into chaos. Creating gadgets is only part of it.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Why are you bringing that up now?
Seriously? How can you be this dense? I want to do the thing. The one they do on TV all the time. The speech thing.
Oh, I get you now. Like, Scion kind of deal. Oh yeah?
Oh, mobile jacket gun bam, yes. Sequence with the next leader of the Principality, Scion. Grand speech, okay. Here, yeah, I understand. Well, close enough. Once the system has been destroyed, we need to let the world know. But we won't be able to do so if we haven't prepared for it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So, think we can do it?
Yeah, no prob.
Excuse me? His response was so casual I couldn't help but blurt out my disbelief. To be frank, I was hoping things would unfold in a more dramatic, thoughtful, one last ride sort of fashion. But hey, if the man knows he can do it, all the better.
We're gonna need the right equipment, though.
You do know that this laboratory doesn't have any budget to spare, right?
Of course I do. In that case, I think we'd only be able to hijack the analog networks.
Huh. Daru explained that hijacking digital networks would be extremely difficult for us as we are now. That's not to say that hijacking the analog networks would be much easier.
If we want to hijack analog networks, we're gonna need a whole lot of power. If we used all of the equipment we had in the lab right now for signal intrusion, our video could be seen in, well, pretty much just Akihabara.
Analog networks in this day and age? And only in Akihabara? That sounds so pathetic.
Well, we don't have to do it if you don't want to.
No, that sounds good.
So you want me to do it?
Precisely. It's easy to give up when something seems so pointless. But a small step forward is still a step.
For realsies?
Of course. While it may seem like a pointless waste of time at first, this is essentially the cornerstone of our greater achievement.
Oh, and just so you know, the signal intrusion is a crime, even on a small scale.
What? Seriously?
Huh? You didn't know?
Of course I did. I didn't. A crime. I may want to destroy the system governing our world, but that doesn't mean I want to be a criminal. I want to plunge our society into chaos, sure, but I want to do it legally.
So that's a no-go then. Yeah, that's about what I thought.
What do you mean?
I mean, is regardless of what you say you are, you're a chicken. You'll never get involved in anything seriously dangerous.
What did he just say? Did he just call me a chicken? Did he just call me a chicken? Dara doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna make him eat those words.
So I'm just gonna go chill.
Halt. I called out to him as he was leaving. My tone firm, yet effortlessly cool. No force, no matter how mighty, could even think of stopping me. That's a go.
Huh?
He stands frozen in place, stupefied. I say it again slowly. Didn't you hear me? I said, that's a go.
A go as in you want me to do it.
That's exactly right. For your information, I'm not getting worked up because he called me a chicken. I, Hylian Kilmer, refuse to yield to such minor insults. For that is the choice of Stein's Gate.
Are you serious?
We're doing it, even if our actions defy God's will. Besides, if it looks like we'll get in real trouble, we can always back out at the last second.
But what are we going to do if we
Oop,
do
I'm sorry.
hide? Oh,
Sorry.
no problems.
Just at the bottom there.
So what are we going to do, or what are we going to show if we do hijack the airwaves? You probably haven't thought about it yet, have you?
We can save that decision for when the time comes. First, we have to make the machine. Got it? My favorite right arm?
Alright, but I'm gonna need some stuff that's in the lab.
Sure, that's not a problem. Our inventory is at your disposal. Now our plans are in place to make gadget number 14. I guess we'll need to hold another meeting soon. Anyway, my work for the day is done. I'll leave the lab to my assistant Indaru and head out to Akihabara.
Cool, then I'll get to work once Makishi is done with her stuff today.
I'm counting on you, Daru. Anyway, I'm heading out.
Hey, Ocarine.
What?
Are you sure that's enough armor?
What is that a reference to? In a certain well-known games trailer, a character asks the protagonist this very question. He answers with no problem, everything's fine. After losing his fallen angels is forced to live through experience again. Does anyone know what that's a reference to?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know which one exactly.
I'm gonna Google it, I'm curious. That is a reference to El Shaddai? Japanese. I've never heard of that game before. It's a Japanese game.
I've heard of the game, but I never played it. So I don't know any.
Apparently it's a meme in Japan. Okay. I understand now.
Do you understand now?
Let's see what the mail is from. Lukako replied.
Really? Well, actually, my mom taught me her recipe yesterday. If you want, I could make some for you.
Do me a favor and teach my Yuri that recipe. No problem, everything's fine. I turned my back to the smirking Daru and stepped out into the scorching sun. I think that's Suzuha.
Ah, Okabe Rentaro.
No sooner than I left the lab than someone called me by my full name. How many times must I tell you, part-time warrior? I am Hyoyun Kyoma and shall be addressed as such.
Oh, right. In that case, that's too much of a headache. I'm just gonna call you Okabe Rentaro.
So be it, you shall call me... Wait, I should be the one who gets to decide what you call me.
You've always been Okabe Rentaro, so it's tough to call you some weird other name.
Always? What the heck is she talking about? We've only known each other for a week. Though perhaps through the lens of youth, a week might seem like a lifetime. Seemingly noticing how strange she sounded, Suzuha waved her hands as if to say forget about it.
Oh, you know, it was just a figure of speech. And if I can't call you Okabe Rentaro, you can't call me part-time warrior. My parents gave me a beautiful name, Suzuha Amane.
Now she's pouting. But it will do no good. It's already imprinted in my head that this girl is a part-time warrior. Nothing could change that now. As my gaze lowered, I saw a small shadow close in behind the part-time warrior, as if trying to hide. It's that psycho bitch. That shadow turned out to be a small girl, still in elementary school. She wore her short hair and pigtails on either side of her head. The moment our eyes meet, the little girl hid herself behind the part-time warrior.
Oh, nay. Be nice. Say hi.
Mwahahaha! It's only natural that Sister Braun would cower in fear before an aura tremendous as my own. Mayuri.
Might not make it to the lab today. I got a whole bunch of homework to do. Save me!
Save me, you say? Use this opportunity to learn from your mistakes. This is the first step toward fulfilling your great ambitions. Well sent.
Hey, Okabe Rentaro. Talking like that only scares her even more.
Suzuha gently spoke to the little girl as if she tried to hide. This little girl, Nai, is the daughter of the owner of this Oyama building, so I call her Sister Braun. I've heard that she's still in the 6th grade, but she looks much younger. I believe that's partially why her father, Mr. Braun, adores her so much. His love borders on madness at the best of times.
Alright, Nai. He's kind of weird, but he's not gonna hurt you or anything.
She describes me as if I'm some sort of exotic creature.
So how about it? Can you say hi?
Hi, Uncle Ocarine.
I'm not your uncle!
You're scaring her again.
I've only told her what to call. I've told her what to call me before, but she refuses to learn.
Before?
Suzuha looks up at the skies as she's trying to recall a distant memory. Below her, Sister Braun is shaking her head in confusion. I see. I thought we'd talk about this a few days ago, but it seems as though things have changed. Anyway, I'm not old enough to be your uncle. If you're going to make me some sort of relative, call me Big Brother, okay?
But Uncle Ocarine isn't my brother.
In this world, there are times where you call someone who isn't a sibling. Remember that, Sister Braun?
But...
Hey, you're confusing her with all that nonsense.
It's not nonsense. I'm teaching her the harsh realities of our society.
I don't know if you're teaching her anything, and acting like that might get you into trouble.
Trouble? Huh. Is my ears deceive me, or is that a threat? I'll tell you now that it won't work, for I, Hylian Kilma, laugh in the face of danger. Uh-oh.
Oh. Hey, Okabe.
Ah! I turn around to look at the one who called me by name, and there stood a man with a stern look on his face. Mr. Braun, how long have you...
For long enough. Why? Why are you teaching my Nae things that you don't want me to hear?
Mr. Braun is a literal Giga Chad. No, not at all. This man, the mere sight of whom would make 10 out of 10 children cry, is the owner of the Ohayama building and a CRT, our Braun 2 fanatic. This man is Tanoji Yugu. Though his ownership of the Braun 2 workshop has earned him the name Mr. Braun.
Come on, Okabe. Nae's just a kid. So, if you ever start thinking she's cute or anything weird like that, I'm gonna beat you into the ground with my bare hands.
Hello, Spark Girl. How are you? I'm doing good. What kind of person do you think I am?
What? Are you telling me my daughter isn't pretty, you son of a bitch?
Make up your mind.
Nae, I've got some snacks for you. Let's leave this fool be and go inside.
Like how his sleeve just says Jack Hummer.
Yeah.
Seeing her smile, the owner's face distorted into a mockery of a grin. It was too disturbing to be called a smile. People who spoil their kids like he does are the reason why there are so many DQN plebs in the world today.
Deacons.
Antisocial person who lacks common sense.
Oh yeah, Mugabe. You're not doing those weird experiments anymore, right?
Weird? Such rudeness! This invention will pave the way to our few.
I don't care. Every time you run that stupid thing, it shakes the ceiling and drops a ton of dust on the CRTs. You know what'll happen if I hear that nonsense again, right?
Another threat. First from the part-time warrior, and now from Mr. Braun. Is this some sort of workshop policy? Still. Mr. Braun, I've told you before, your threats have no power over me. Violence is nothing to Hylian Kilma. It does not scare me one.
I'm raising a rent.
Understood, it won't happen again. He nodded with satisfaction and proceeded to re-enter the workshop hand in hand with Nai. I remember going through this a while ago, going through all the endings. Oh, hell yeah. Mwah! You got tricked, you fools! I declared my victory once I confirmed that they were both safely out of earshot. Consider me a coward if you like. But know this, part-time warrior. Hylian Kilma is a ruthless man who will achieve his goals by any means necessary.
Hey.
You saw his voice was surprisingly light. It seems as though she took my comments in stride.
So, that thing we did yesterday, the round table meeting, is that something people do?
Well, if it's necessary, sure. We're gonna hold another soon. In fact, why do you ask?
No reason. I just thought it was fun.
Suzuha looked so happy as she looked up at the lab window that I could tell. Looked up at the lab window that I could tell she was speaking from the heart. By the way, did you make up with Christina?
Wake up. What are you talking about? I don't think we were on bad terms or anything.
Is that so?
I mean, it's not like we're best friends, but we don't hate each other. Oh, why? Did it look like we weren't getting along?
No, it's nothing, I guess. I was wrong.
Really? You're a weird one. Anyway, I better get back to work or the boss man'll get mad at me. Let me know when the next meeting is. I'll try to sneak out and join you guys.
She waved goodbye before she disappeared into the store. Interesting. Well, better to have lab members getting along than hating each other. Until yesterday, Suzuha looked at Kiryu with hatred, but I guess that's changed. Though I suppose these things happen when you switch world lines. 10 years ago, in the year 2000, a man calling himself John Titor appeared on the American Internet message board. Claiming to hail from the year 2036, this self-proclaimed future man explained the workings of his supposed time machine. In addition, he shed light on a number of events that were supposed to take place in the year 2000, after the year 2000. He was active on this board for a mere 4 months. However, his world and actions made an impact, and word of his existence spread all the way to Japan. Though many of his predictions did come true, a fair share were proven false. And thus, there were many who doubt that he really did come for the future. Though a man claiming to be John Titor has recently re-emerged onto the internet, this time on the massive Japanese internet message board site @channel. When I engaged him instead of the time travel theory he previously provided, he presented me with what he called the attractor field theory. According to him, our world is made up of countless world lines. The places where many of them cluster together are called the attractor fields. The attractor field could be a large swarm of history, spanning 100 years or more. In his words, every single action in a single attractor field... I did not mean to click, goddamn. Ultimately culminates into one single point, one single event. Let's say, for example, I'm going to purchase a beverage. The decision to purchase a Dr. P or a cola is theoretically mine to make. But perhaps when I arrive at the store, the Dr. P is sold out, or a friend buys a cola for me. Dr. P, Okurin's favorite carbonated drink. One way or another, cola ends up quenching my thirst. In other words, the world is constructed in such a way that the end result has always been decided. Meaning that no matter how many D-meals I use to change the past, things ultimately end up in the same place. However, according to him, there may be more than one attractor field. In other words, if we manage to leave this attractor field, we may wind up in a world line that's part of a parallel world. I do not know whether this is true or not. I do not know who John Titor is. He may be a fraud, or he may be a raving lunatic. But personally, I find the attractor field theory to be fairly interesting. A few days ago, I was thinking of the conversation I had with John Titor as I walked and I found myself in front of Radicon near Akihabara Station. Radicon was just as crowded as ever, of course. Just the other day, an incident occurred in which a mysterious satellite-like object appeared out of nowhere and smashed into the top of the building. But things have already been... It was all I could do to keep from gasping. Without thinking of it, I looked up at the building. The building that, as of yesterday, had a satellite sticking out of it. Right there. The satellite was nowhere to be seen. Yuri...
But Mayushi doesn't have any ambitions. I just want to finish my homework.
I needed to collect my thoughts, so I left the noise of the station for the quiet of the shrine. Known as the Yanabiyashi Shrine, this tiny place can be found near Banzai Bridge. A familiar face was there to greet me.
Oh, Okabe-san, hello.
It was boiling hot, but he still smiled and gave me a small bow. Lukako, how many times do I have to tell you? I am not Okabe Rintaro.
I'm sorry, Kyoma-san.
A white coat and bright red hakama pants. Traditional Miko garb. Cosplayers at the highest end cosplay cafes only wish they could wear this well. All pale in comparison to the sight before me. Beside Urabashi Luka, the child of the head priest of the shrine. But he's a guy. No matter how well the clothes suit him, he's no Miko. Then why is he wearing them, you ask? Because his father likes it that way. I almost feel bad for poor Luka, but I think that's just the way his family is. But there are more important things to worry about. Good, that's more like it. It seems that you've been keeping up with your practice, too.
Yes, you told me to practice every day, Kyoma-san, so...
Lukako held a sword in his hands. While it may look like an imitation, looks can be deceiving. In reality, the demon sword Samadare, that blade shall rend all evil. Even if Bladeworks does sell them for 980 yen a pop. Unlimited Bladeworks?
I just finished my training for today, so I figured I might take a break.
Rest assured, as long as you continue your daily practice, you will become a master of the Senshin Zanma style. The most important thing is the will to keep going.
Cut it.
Good, now leave me with your traditional sign-off.
Alright. Outside Kungali.
Kangaroo, it's Kangaroo!
Kangaroo.
Seeing him stumble over his attempt to say the right words left my heart aflutter. But he's a guy.
Oh, by the way, there was something you needed, Kyoma-san?
Not at all, I just wanted to say hello since I was in the area. Oh, but, Lukako, do you remember that satellite?
Satellite?
Right, the one that hit Radio Kaikon just the other day.
Huh? When did that happen?
He nearly jumped in surprise. It seemed like honest surprise too, he wasn't playing with me. Besides, it's Lukako, he couldn't lie to me if he tried.
We're so close by, but I had no idea.
Oh, never mind, I must have been mistaken.
Mistaken?
Once again, Lukako looked at me with his eyes like saucers. Though that's hardly a surprise. If someone came up to me saying, a satellite smashed into Rodicon, I'd think they were delusional too. But it proved something to me. In this world, the satellite never crashed. That discovery alone has made this all worthwhile. It's probably, Luca's dad.
Oh, I thought I heard someone. Good to see you, Hoin-kin.
Dad!
It has been a while. Have you been doing well?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Lukako's dad appeared from the back of the shrine. In my timeline, we'd seen each other a couple days ago, but I guess that's changed as well. He gave Luca and I a concerned look.
Well, since you're here, Hoin-san, maybe work can wait until later.
Later? about, Dad?
Well, Luca, I was hoping you could help me organize some things in the sanctuary around back.
Sanctuary? There's a sanctuary at this little shrine? I never knew that.
There is, but it's really not much to look at. More like a storage space, really.
It's where we keep our offerings and stuff.
Ah. When he said sanctuary, my mind danced with images of holy treasure. I guess I should have kept my expectations in check. Come to think of it, how old is this shrine?
Let's see. I heard that people started to worship here in 1659, the second year of the Maji era. So it's probably been around since the beginning of the Edo period.
The Edo period? Yet another unthinking outburst. I mean, I thought this place was old, but I never thought it was that old. Today is just full of surprises.
There's a lot of history here, so if we don't tidy up, things will get disorganized.
Sounds exhausting. Still, if this is the shrine, if this shrine is that old, maybe there's some ancient manuscripts or a monster spear or something lying around. Monster spear. Next weapon, classic manga. Seal the great demon away underneath the storage building of a shrine. Now, what's that a reference to, I wonder? Just thinking about it gets me fired up.
Well, since we have a guest, maybe cleaning can wait until another time.
Oh, no need to worry about me. I was just leaving anyway.
Oh, but I didn't mean to rush you.
Not a problem, I only stopped by to say hello. Anyway, Lukaku, don't forget to practice. Got it?
Roger, L, Sai,
Congru.
Hungru.
Upon hearing Lukaku's words, I said goodbye to his apologetic father and left the Yanabiyashi shrine. Exploring their sanctuary intrigues me. I should probably save that for a time when Luka's dad isn't over our shoulder. I'll ask Lukaku to show me around when I have a chance. Returning to the lab that night, I found Daru lazing on the couch playing his GS. GS? Like a DS?
I'm guessing like a DS, yeah.
The Nintendo GS, a portable console characterized by a distinct two-screen approach. I got mail from Lukaku.
Wait, so you mean you want to eat my Yuri-chan's fried chicken? Of course you do. Of course you want to eat her cooking, not mine. Yeah.
What nonsense are you babbling about? If she learns how to make fried chicken herself, I won't have to hear her complain about the microwave anymore. Daru doesn't have a Soldier Boy handheld game system, what a loser. Daru, what are you doing?
Can't you tell? I'm making out with my beloved Nono-san in Atami.
Nono-san. One of the heroines in the ultra-popular game sim La Place Plus.
Nice.
Is that a real game?
Love Plus?
Is that what it's a reference of?
I think maybe. No, I'm not sure if it exactly is.
La
But there are three dateable people in Love Plus.
Oh, that's probably what it is then.
And,
Law plus
yeah.
plus? Is that a thing too? Dar answered without even taking his eyes off the screen. Apparently he's been obsessed with this game since it came out last month. It's about flirting with girls. Perhaps I should have clarified it. I meant what happened to the gadget I asked you to make.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Oh, do you now? Really?
Yep, I went to a junk shop and bought most of the necessary parts today. The rest, I can salvage from the development room.
Nice. This is why you're my right arm.
No, we're only waiting on Makashi.
Daru's gaze finally broke from the screen as he turned to face the curtained-off part of the lab. I guess Kirisu is still in there, working on her gadgets. Given that she's taken over the base of operations, I should probably say something to her, but she is hard at work. I should probably wait until she's done. Besides, she's scary when she's disturbed.
Oh, but check it out. I've already updated our homepage's gadgets listing up through number 11.
Finally distracted from his virtual dating, Daru put his game machine aside and grinned at me. He looks so proud. It's so annoying. Though I suppose his service is worth the annoyance.
Okairan! Okairan!
I heard the laboratory door open as someone loudly called my name. Mayuri. Hold on, Mayuri. I thought you were going to do your homework at your place.
Well, I was, but I had to work at May Queen today, so I stopped by.
Mayuri sat down on the couch and took a banana out of her bag. Excuse me. I started eating it. Mayuri loves bananas.
Besides, Okairan, I had something I wanted to tell you.
Asui VT, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Haven. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm so sorry if I messed up your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Suyu. Eating a banana while talking about how her day went is practically her daily routine. However, her stories rarely have any actual content to them, so I just sort of nod along, not really listening. Nevertheless, she always tells me about her day with a smile on her face. As long as she's satisfied, I'm okay with that. I plan on letting her story just wash over me as usual, but...
New gadgets make us any money. Can we get a microwave?
Oh, thank you, Spark Girl. Well, we need to get a couple other things first, so it might take a while.
How long do you think?
Priority-wise, it's probably about 6 on the list.
Since when do we have a list?
Since I said so. The microwave we had in the lab has just turned into phone wave. Needs something to change, so we can't use it anymore. Without a microwave, Mayuri can't have juicy chicken number 1. A frozen snack that she loves just as much as her bananas. For her, a working microwave is a top priority.
Then I guess it won't work.
What won't work? What are you talking about?
I wonder.
Mayuri giggled and smiled. What's wrong, Mayuri? What's funny?
You know, curious?
What's all this giggling about? Something steamy? Let me join.
You've got it all wrong. But anyway, well, Maishi's not smart enough to help out much around the lab, right? I've always wanted to be just as useful as Daru-kun or Christian.
I had no idea Mayuri felt that way. I was always happy to simply have her with us, but I guess to her that wasn't enough. Though, why bring this up now?
But you know, I think I might have found a way that I can help you for the first time.
Did you come up with a new gadget or something?
No, that's not it. The only reason you're trying so hard to make new gadgets is to sell them, right?
Exactly. We're in this for the money.
Not that we sold anything yet.
Works of genius are never recognized in their time.
You're trying to make the situation sound cool, but that's actually pretty bad.
He's got a point. Any gadgets we can't sell are as good as junk. Really should figure out a marketing strategy at some point.
So what Mayushi wanted to tell you was...
There's that smile again.
that I met someone who might be interested in buying our gadgets.
What?
You meet him, Mayushi?
Uh-huh. I've been talking about our gadgets to my customers at My Queen Plus Nyan lately. And today, one of our customers got hooked. He actually wanted to buy a couple of the...
You did it, Mayuri! I took her hand in mine even before she finished talking. And I shook it with the force I usually reserve for Daru's greatest achievements.
Ocarine?
Good job, Mayuri! Well done!
Really? Mayushi really helped?
Of course you did! I'm gonna buy you a whole banana as a reward.
Don't be stingy, Ocarine. You owe her a bunch at the very least.
The amount of bananas doesn't matter. It's the gratitude contained within that counts. Mayuri looks. Chisa, hello! You're gonna lurk? That's cool, don't worry. It's good to see ya.
She was finally able to help the lab. I'm so happy.
When I looked at her smiling face, I could see that she wasn't lying. Anyway, our days of bankruptcy are over! Mr. Braun's reign of terror holds no power over us.
It seems like you really don't like him.
Kako sent me a mail.
I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood what you were trying to say. Okay, I'll invite Mayuri-chan to my house and teach her how to cook the fried chicken. It might not come out perfectly since Mom just taught me the recipe, but I'll bring some to the lab if it turns out okay.
I believe we've been enemies since the birth of humanity. 12,000 years ago.
You're just afraid of him.
I am not. It's just the particular era about him that puts me on edge.
People call that fear.
You can call it whatever you want, but I have nothing to be afraid of. My future is bright. Oh, I didn't even click anything, it just did it on its own.
Did it not?
No, yeah, I didn't hear you,
Oh,
no.
okay. Oh, don't look now, but he's right behind you.
Yeah!
Hey, Oker. Oh wait, that's.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Hey, Ocarina, did that scare you?
No, not at all.
You've got tears in your eyes.
I said no, damn it!
If you keep yelling, he might really come up here.
Now, don't forget to go straight home.
Mm-hmm.
And don't fall asleep on your and miss your stop.
Mm-hmm.
And if a stranger tries to talk to you, don't go anywhere with them.
I'll be fine. Mayushi's not a kid.
She said with a childlike smile. I decided to see Mayuri off since I was hungry at the station, and the station was on the way to a convenience store. There you go. She was in a good mood the whole time, probably because she was glad that she was able to help the lab out.
Hey, Ocarina.
She stopped on her way to the ticket gate and looked back towards me. Huh?
Thank you for keeping me company.
Why all the formality?
I'm just, happy.
Having said that, she resumed her journey towards the ticket gate. Perhaps she was just looking for a place to belong. I found myself at the brink of similarity, but stopped myself before I could enter. That's not the person I am. Only the old immerse themselves in sentiment. Standing in the bustling crowd, I looked skyward to clear my head. As always, there stood Radicom with a trace of an embedded satellite. By the time I've dropped my Yuri off, swung by a convenience store, and returned to the lab, Daru had crashed on the couch. Fall asleep unintentionally. His GS sits open beside him. He must have fallen asleep while playing it. Looks like he's having a good dream. From time to time, his lips form a lecherous smile. He's still wearing his headphones. They're bulky ones too, probably a cheap pair themed after some game or anime. Mayuri.
Mayushi's on the train now. Thanks for walking me to the station.
No need for thanks. I simply did what I had to do. Most of the time, if he's playing in a rogue, he won't even wear headphones when Mayuri's around. I guess he's more protective of his non-pornographic stuff. What a weirdo. Whatever, I better just leave him alone. I'm sure he'll wake up once he's gotten some shut-eye. After that, he'll probably head home or just go back to bed. It's not winter yet, so it's not like he's gonna catch a cold without a comforter. I get up and head to the sink to make some hot water for some instant noodles. And then... Kurisu, maybe? Possibly. I think.
Lucky. No!
A deafening little howl cuts through the darkness of the lab. What was that sound? I thought it came from outside the window. Until I heard it again. was definitely someone's voice. And it came from the development room. Curious was the only one in there. It has to be her. Could it be that the gadget she's working on has suffered some major malfunction? Or could it be the failure of one of her experiments have enraged into her punching a hole in the wall? That'd be really bad. I don't even want to think about what Mr. Brown would say if he saw that. Hold on, let's think this over again. There's still no telling what really happened. At least not until I check for myself. I pushed the worst case scenarios out of my head and peeked through the curtain into the development room. And when I did, I saw something I couldn't have imagined. What the fuck is that?
Hey, yo.
There was Daru wearing gaudy, almost gown-like clothes. He was surrounded by Kirisu, Ferris, and Mayuri, each one dressed in their own weird costume.
What the fuck?
Say it.
Hashira, you truly are a super hacker. I'm in love.
Oh, it was nothing.
I'm so confused what's happening.
Hey, Dada Nyan. I want to be your one and only Nyan.
Hey, Dar, it's my Yoshi sweetheart, right, Daru-kun?
Oh, are you sure? I've always been more of a 2D girl sort of guy.
Of course I'm sure.
Dada Nyan, you can do stuff that normal people would be embarrassed to do. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you, Nyan. Sorry, a child randomly busted into my room.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, Daru-sama.
The scene was truly unreal, which makes sense given that what I saw was not reality. Merely an image on a monitor. On a computer screen in the center of the lab members, excluding myself, approached Daru. Kirisu could not do nothing but stare. It seemed like she was shaking, but I couldn't tell from just her back. The sight of Daru and the others surprised me, but Kirisu was the only one in here. Could the horrors playing out on the monitor have been something to do with the new gadget she's been working on since yesterday? Could this be a game that she made herself? It's too hellish to watch. I mean, everyone has their preferences, but there have to be limits. And why Daru anyway? Mayuri. Aw.
Sweetest, I'm glad I'm your hostage.
Sweet? Are you out of your mind? I'm the mad scientist that drives fear into the hearts of men, women, and children all around the world. Could it be that Kirisu has a thing for... Before I could finish that thought, Kirisu stood up. He turned around and jumped at the sight of my presence.
Okabe, how long have you been there?
For just a few moments.
Then, did you see it?
Yep, I saw everything. As soon as she heard my response, Kirisu became flustered and timid.
It's not what you think. That was just...
It's fine, my assistant.
Fine. What's fine?
I don't intend to get in the way of anyone's proclivities.
Huh?
You made that game to suit your own personal tastes. I'm not gonna say a word about it. However, if that was your attempt at creating Future Gadget number 12, I strongly urge you to reconsider.
Oh, wait, hold on. What the heck are you talking about?
I'm saying that you can live out your fantasies through your games, but please don't try to incorporate them into our products. If such a product were to make it to market with my name on it, I would be too embarrassed to walk into the light of the sun.
That's why I'm telling you to wait. Oh,
I didn't get to do that. God damn it, game.
that's not what I made.
Kirisu fell silent at that moment. I heard the sound of the curtains opening behind me and a shadow eclipsed us.
What's going on? You guys woke me up from a good nap.
Hashida?
Oh, Makishi. Is your gadget finally done, then?
Shut up, you perv.
What?
That's it. I'm going home. Bye.
Kirisu spat out her words and stormed outside before we even had a chance to stop her. Dara and I could only watch in her slack-jawed silence. What the hell just happened?
Hey, Okarin?
What is it, Daru?
I didn't do anything weird to Makishi, right?
No. I considered telling him about what I saw on the screen for a moment, but I thought better of it. Given my assistant's state of mind, it's probably wise not to reveal our secrets. Wise man does not court danger. And some things are better left for God. Frankly, I'm more worried about Daru. Someone just shouted at him for no reason. That's gotta be rough.
I don't know what just happened, but I feel bad about it.
Don't take it personally. She was probably in a bad mood because she got stuck on a project or something.
I guess, the more I try to figure it out, the more confusing it gets. This is bullshit.
He keeps getting grumpier and grumpier. This might not end well.
God damn it. You know what I'm going to have to do now? You know what I am gonna have to do.
Wait, Daru, calm down!
I'm gonna have to ask Nono-san to calm me down with her kisses. Nono-san.
What the fuck is this game? She's right, Daru, you are a pervert. Ayuri.
Mayushi likes mad scientists who are super sweet. See you tomorrow.
Wait, is this like the old other game where I can... I didn't mean to skip that goddamn. Hold on. Go back, go back, go back. Yes, you can change the wallpaper. I want that one. Phone ringtone. Give me Gate of Steiner, yes. Mail ringtone. Ooh. I'll
Oh
do
my
that
god,
one.
Village is my alarm.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have Gata Steiner as my ringtone on my phone. Oh, there's a lot of wallpapers in this one. Oh, is there? Ooh, interesting. Okay, what did I skip? When I went to the lab in the afternoon, the curtains were in front of the development room were closed. I assumed I would find Daru behind them, but instead it was Christina. It seems as though she made this area her own personal nest. It's great that she's putting so much effort into development, but whose lab does she think this is anyways? Perhaps I should remind her. Wait, I got a mail, didn't I? I did. Part-time warrior.
banquet was a total blast. Let's do it again soon.
Just before I could raise my voice to do so,
What do you want?
she took my turn. Assistant, I wish to speak with you about something.
I'm kind of busy right now. Is it important? Try to keep it short.
Seems like she's in a wrong mood. This is the opposite of how things should be. I need to be direct with her. Look, Christina, I'm the one who runs the lab. Jesus Christ, you are merely my assistant.
And?
Eh?
What's your point?
I think I've made her mood even worse. But I am not so easily defeated.
Or is that all?
Learn my your email.
My Yuchi's finally done with class. It's time to head to May Queen. Are you at the lab, O'Kyron?
Correct, I'm currently working on a plan that will drive the world into despair. That's all, but it's very important, and if you forget it, there could be trouble.
That's it?
Yes. Rest assured, this is part of our strategy, don't worry. We'll make her think we've eased off, then we'll manipulate her as we see fit. Just like they do in the CIA. Yeah, don't worry, everything's going as planned. Just let the top brass know. L. Sigh.
Shut up!
L. Sigh, Conqueror. I spoke the words very quietly and slipped the phone back into my pocket. I'll just go outside. After that, I had no choice but to go outside, where unfortunately I ran into someone I didn't want to see. Daru?
They're having a campaign where you can get an anime folder when you buy select items at convenience stores. One of the joints around us have them. Okun, have you seen any places with the goods? I hate how the
It's
words
cut off.
wrap.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Is Dr. P one of the select items? If it is, feel free to buy as many as you want. I'll take whatever is left over. I'll take care of whatever's left over.
Is that you, Okabe?
Mr. Braun.
Perfect timing. I wanted to talk to you about something.
I swear I didn't do any experiments today. Even if I wanted to, Kiriso has completely taken over my lab.
Oh, did it not go through again?
It didn't go through, no.
Oh, not at all? Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's not it. It's nothing serious, really. It's more like I want to ask you a favor.
He blushed ever so slightly as he said this. I felt myself taken aback because he didn't strike me as the man who could blush. I never imagined I would ever have to see a middle-aged man act so tsundere. He practically gave me goosebumps. In fact, I think it did. Hold on, there's something else. Did he say he wanted to ask me a favor? My landlord has a favor to ask of me?
The hell are you laughing about?
Mr. Braun, I will do this favor for you under a couple of conditions.
Conditions?
First, lower my rent. And stop whining about my experiments when it gets loud up there. And do not call me Okabe, but Hoyin Kyo.
Pack up. You're evicted.
What can I do for you? Damn it, he's taking advantage of me. But not for long. Though, until my gadgets make me filthy rich, I will allow you to say whatever you want.
Like I said, it's not that big of a deal, but I want you to watch my place while I'm away.
Away? Mayuri.
Mayushi doesn't think that's a good idea. You should focus on making future gadgets that'll make the world a better place.
Impossible, for I was born under the very star of destruction and despair. Bah ha 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 ha. Yeah, I gotta reply, sorry. I can't talk to you, Mr. Braun. When I looked down, I saw a small creature attempting to use his large frame to hide from me. So, are you leaving her somewhere?
Are you as dumb as you look? Why would I ever leave my precious, adorable daughter in someone else's care?
The man looks seriously offended. You really should learn how to take a joke.
Starting tomorrow, the two of us are on a family vacation. Isn't that right, Nai?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
She laughed from the bottom of her heart. This girl really does love her father.
Anyway, would you mind watching my store for a little while?
Please, Uncle Ocarine?
A family trip, eh? Well, summer break is probably the right time to do it. Though I don't like her calling me uncle.
Well, I'm counting on you.
Mr. and Sister Braun started walking towards the main street, Shodori. They must be heading off to get some things they need for the trip. Though now when I think about it, I forgot to ask where they are going. Most likely a beach or something. It is summer after all. Can't imagine anyone would break into a store full of nothing but CRT TVs, so I probably won't have to be too cautious. Huh? Wait. Mr. Braun's away. Does that mean I can do as many D-mail experiments as I want? I'll probably put Curious' endeavors on pause and get back to sending D-mails. This requires consideration. Shortly after talking to the Braun family, I made my own way to Chiodori. Akihabara is full of people milling around, fitting for a Saturday. I wandered over here without any particular destination in mind. I entered the idea of returning to the lab, but Kurisu is in a very bad mood right now. Daru.
Seriously, this isn't one of those things where each of them have a prize in it. And anyway, Dr. P isn't even one of the select products.
I'm not at all afraid of her, but you don't want to walk into the cage of a fearsome beast wearing a suit made out of steak. Still, it's pointless wandering around here. What should I do? My pondering was caught short by a message.
I'm in front of the Yodobashi and Akihabara.
I'm in front of the Yodobayashi and Akihabara. That was all it said. Nothing else. Yodobashi is a big electronics store near the station for reference. Did I have promised to meet with Finger today? Not that I can remember. Then what on earth is going on? Forcing myself to figure things out wasn't getting me anywhere, so I give up. In front of Akiba UPX, a lot has changed around here. I'm suddenly reminded of what Daru said.
Ayushi likes the sweet and kind Okairan the best.
About the band Phantasm hijacking airwaves yesterday around noon. There's a big screen above me. I imagine all the screens around here showing the same footage at the same time. I'm getting emotional just thinking that we, Future Gadget Laboratory, will be able to do something similar. Another email.
I'm at Akihabara Station.
Well, the station is just right around the corner. If she's moving, it's less likely than we made plans to meet. I have no idea what she's trying to tell me. Again. The interval between messages is getting shorter. I know without checking through my finger. I opened the message with a touch of a button.
I'm near UPX.
Is she getting closer? There's no way she could know where I am right now. Then is this a coincidence? Or... Here's another. I'm strangely hesitant to read it. But they're coming in fast now. Could be... Fear in my heart, I opened my inbox.
I was.
That's all. No matter how I try, I cannot will any more text into being. What the hell?
I'm right behind you.
Ah! Here's someone whisper in my ear, whipped around to see who it was. And there stood... Kiryu Moika. What?
Surprised?
What?
What?
What is this about? What do you want?
I just saw you there.
Just saw me there, so you thought you'd surprise me?
Were you surprised?
Not one bit. I felt as though my heart was ready to burst from my chest. But even if you were nearby, you appeared so fast. Could it be? Do you work for the organization?
Organization?
Playing dumb will do you no good. That's skill. Could that be lightning speed? I thought your skills were limited to high-speed messaging, but it appears your powers extend beyond that small realm. I've certainly underestimated you up to now.
I was here the whole time.
What?
Walking around the area when I spotted you. I just wanted to play a little prank. Sorry.
So she just saw me there and played a prank on me with her cell phone? It's as simple as that. However, I'm not sure how she could pull a prank like that without getting so much, without so much as cracking a smile. I really don't get her. But something's weird. The Moika I knew certainly wasn't mischievous enough to pull a prank. Perhaps her personality has changed under the influence of this Warline?
What are you doing here, Okabe-kun?
Me? I was gathering information to how, as to how this world works.
Oh, then that means you're free?
Wait, didn't you hear what I just said?
I heard. So you were just hanging around?
Jeez, it seems like she doesn't understand, or she didn't understand. I would happily elaborate upon my plans, but having a conversation with someone who communicates mostly through text is tiring. Anyway, I have things to do.
Like what?
Not really. Right, I had business at May Queen and was just heading over there. I actually just came up with the idea because it's nice and cool in there. What's wrong? Could it be you'd like to join me?
I don't really like those places.
That was the answer I expected. And yet...
I have to head to work. Bye-bye.
She sounded kind of sad when she said that that she didn't like those places. Maybe I'm overthinking it. After we parted ways, I browsed some of the PC part shops until it got dark. Though lately it seems like the heat just lingers after the sun goes down. I set out in search of a cool beverage. I imagine I find it at the cafe, validating what I told Moeka. May Queen plus Dian is the cafe where Mayuri and Ferris work. It's so close to our lab, I stop in every once in a while. I started walking towards the stairs leading to the cafe and saw a man at the bottom. Another customer? He's not going into the cafe, he's just looking at it. Besides, the man's so handsome, it looks like he was crafted by Gaia herself. I can't imagine he patronized places like this. When it becomes clear that he wasn't planning on going in, I just started to walk past him. That's when he turned. Oh no, Nezumi. Look who it is.
God damn it. He said he was handsome.
As he
That's
did, our
this piece of
shoulders made
shit.
impact. Yeah, he's handsome.
Who the fuck?
Let me check my text real quick, man. Hold on. Why does this text?
Oh my gosh, I just had pizza chips and they were so good.
Good for you. I heard they put all sorts of junk on those, which is why Americans seem to love them. Eat as much as you want. I'm sure you'll get nice and round. His reaction was intense.
Why don't you watch where you're going, asshole?
He glared at me with an obvious displeasure. Excuse me. He pissed me off, but getting involved with someone like this can't end well. Better to just let the whole thing go. As I continued my march towards the cafe, he called out from behind me and stopped me.
Hey, I'm not done with you yet. You're not seriously going in here, are you?
Huh?
God, he's fucking gross. Fucking skeleton, man.
Like his two fingers?
Then I, the man who came to this theater called the street, will warn you of one thing. This place sucks. It's a waste of time and money. Chicks are all catty too.
Look at his name. The man who calls himself the man who came to this theater called his street. What the fuck?
Got it. Consider this a warning from the hot-blooded dandy. Stupid. Name changed again.
I know.
You better not go in here, or you'll get caught up in a brilliant trap.
Seemingly satisfied having said that, he walked away bobbing his head to some unheard rhythm. What was he trying to tell me? His words sounded fancy, but they didn't actually make any sense. A brilliant trap? I didn't know what he was talking about, nor did I care. I decided to head up the stairs and go into the cafe.
Welcome back, Master.
Welcome back, Master.
As I entered the cafe, two maids greeted me. One of them was obviously Ferris, but the maid with the blonde ponytail was harder to recognize as Mayuri.
Oh, Ocarine. Welcome back, Ocarine. Darakun was here today, but he just left.
Just here, were you, Daru? He is a frequent patron of this cafe and usually visits at least a couple times a week. Primarily because he's such a big Ferris fan. He's always talking about being devoted to his 2D wives, but I guess she's the exception.
Welcome back, Kyoma. I'll take you to your seat, yeah?
Ferris did exactly that. Hey Mayuri, I ran into a weird guy just outside this place.
Weird guy?
Yeah, he was looking up at this cafe from the stairs. I thought he might have just left.
Was he a customer? What did he look like?
He was wearing black clothes and sunglasses.
Black clothes and sunglasses?
I don't think I saw anyone like that today, Nia.
Mayuri took some time to think before she answered. I see. He was clearly a man with a history, though.
I can't think of anyone. Do you have any idea, Ferris-chan?
Mayuri really seemed like she didn't know the guy, but Ferris had her brow furrowed in a look of seriousness.
Ferris-chan?
Do you know who he was?
He might be.
He might be.
This was the soberest tone Mayuri and I have ever heard from Ferris. We both bristled with anxiety.
The man who left this place to study the path of the warrior 10 years ago. My brother.
Huh?
He left home 10 years ago to perfect his German ninjutsu skills, yeah?
German ninjutsu? What in the world?
I never thought he would come back. No matter how much I eat, I never seem to gain much weight. Sorry to disappoint.
There might be something wrong with your internal organs. I recommend getting that looked at.
Wait, could it be that he was watching over me all of the entire time? The blue roses that arrived at May Queen every month. No doubt about it. He must have been the one who sent them.
Yuri, tell me, do blue roses really show up here every month?
Oh god, these proportions.
Senior?
This was a mistake. I went looking for an answer and wound up in a nest of lying vipers. But I guess this was to be expected.
Oh no! I have to go after him, yeah? Hey, Kyomo, which way did he go?
Ferris looked nearly teary-eyed with desperation. I should have seen this coming.
Come on, Kyoma! Help me, please!
I can't, Ferris.
Why?
Because of the promise I made to him.
Promise? And you knew all this time and kept quiet until right now? You're so cruel, Nia. Why didn't you tell me? You dummy!
I'm sorry, Ferris.
Ayushi's going to assist other customers, Nia.
Ferris and I continued our meaningless conversation for another 10 minutes. When we finally finished, I placed an order. Cool.
Could you tell me what sorts of things Okabe-san likes?
Dr. P and soft roll? Like how it's all jiggly, like a brain? And my name isn't Okabe, it's Hyoyin Kyoma. After we finally finished, I placed an order. Nobody would enjoy a cafe where they had to wait 10 minutes before they placed an order. They'd run the other way. However, I don't think that Ferris would put other customers through all this. And this place is pretty popular for this neighborhood. Especially on the weekend, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to find a seat today. But looking around, there are actually a few spots open. I guess it's only natural since it's the middle of the afternoon. Regardless, such trivial things don't bother me.
Thank you for waiting. Here's your hot coffee, Nyan.
Mayuri. She couldn't have brought me coffee at a better time.
What is it, Nyan?
We need to talk about, you know what.
What's you know what, Nyan?
About the person who wants to buy the gadgets. Is he here today?
Oh, right. Him. He's not here yet.
I see. I thought I might run into him by chance, but I guess it's not that easy. That was in fact the reason why I came here today. But I'm afraid I'm skunked. So I ask her one more thing. By the way, have you been busy lately?
I have to work and do my homework. And I also have to make cosplay costumes for Kamima, so I guess I'm pretty busy.
Kabima is a big otaku event that's held in the summer and winter. The next one starts on the 15th and will run for 3 days. Mayuri's hobby is making cosplay costumes, and it sounds like she's making a few this year. She's not making them for herself to wear, but for other people. But that's not what I wanted to hear. I'm asking about work, about Ferris.
Ferris-chan?
Ferris overhears Mayuri saying her name and came towards us.
Yeah? Are you guys talking about me?
You heard us?
Yeah. When my hearing inferno, it's mere child's play.
As she laughed, the cat ears atop her head twitched. Can those cat ears really hear things?
So what were you saying about me, Nya?
Well, Green was a little worried that you might be tired.
Nya?
I can't put my finger on why, but I feel like Ferris looked uncomfortable while we were talking earlier. And when she said she had something to do after our party the other day,
Is that true, Kilma? Are you worried about me?
worried? Even if that were true, I couldn't admit it. Because I am a mad scientist.
I'm sorry. I thought I was mailing my Yuri-chan. I'm so sorry, Kilma-san. But thanks for answering my question. It made me super happy.
Ooh, anime. Blood tune the animation. Because I'm a mad scientist. Mwahahaha! What sort of nonsense are you spouting? Me? Hyoyi and Kyoma worry about others? The very idea is laughable. I merely thought that if I showed you kindness, you'd want to work as my subordinate for the rest of your life.
Kilma?
Betrayal after a brief moment of joy will make the sadness all the stronger. Go ahead and cry. Your tears have no effect on me. By all means, get even more depressed. Such feelings will only make you more. What the fuck?
You're so sweet, Kilma.
She suddenly took my right hand. What?
You don't have to worry, Nya. I'm feeling just as good as ever, Nya.
Were you really listening?
Nya, 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 nya.
Ferris seems unfazed and happily swung my arm. The other customers are looking at me. I get the feeling that their desire to murder me is increasing by the second. This isn't good. I have to do something fast. In my panic, I turn to Mayuri and ask for help. Hey, Mayushi Nyanyan, say something to her.
Yay, I'm glad that Ferris-chan knows that you're actually a nice person, Ocarine.
Then you should come join us, Mayushi.
Okay, Nya.
Mayuri grabbed my left hand and they both kept swinging their respective arm.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Can I even open my phone? How does this work?
How rude. I'm perfectly healthy.
I grew more and more uncomfortable under the other Patreon's glaring eyes. I'm fine with being conspicuous, but I don't like being made conspicuous. And I think that's a good place to call it for tonight.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Bam. Yeah, how did I pull out my phone when both my hands are being held? That's a good question. Magic, you know? Magic. Magic.
I just borrowed one of our hands.
Yeah. Check my phone for me.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna find somebody to raid tonight. Let's see who's live. Thank you all for joining. I should be back on Tuesday to play more Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? I'm gonna send you to Dark Pixie, who's playing. What game is this? Don't be afraid. I don't know what that game is, but I'm interested. Ba-da-ba-da. Keep the mods to my raid message. I got an ad. Let me wait for the ad to finish, and I'll send the raid over. Wait, the stream's ended! No!
Oh no.
Fuck. I gotta. God damn it! Every time I want to raid somebody!
It be like that sometimes.
It do be like that. This is I'm gonna cook a random person. You. False Kingdom. Fuck, I cannot do things today. There we go. Having so many issues. There we go. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Camping chair into fire.
Perfect.
Retro. Huh?
His music is banger though.